I hope so you already can know what it is. Anyone here about conducting system? About conducting system, have you heard?
Yes.
But what you know till now? What it will be, huh? Can you remind me, heart, it is which type of organ? It is autonomic or non-autonomic?
Non-autonomic.
Autonomic.
Autonomic.
Autonomic, of course. It says autonomic. What means autonomic?
It means that
You can't,
you can
You cannot control.
It's,
So, now see, now we are explaining how heart chambers are working. So when the blood is entering into the arteries, what they should do? They need to relax or constrict? Huh? Relax. When the blood is when the blood is entered into arteries, which atrium is this? Right, patient right side. So, when the right atrium receives blood, exactly in the same time, left atrium receives blood. So what it means that simultaneously, right and the left atria will be relaxed, yes? But what is happening with the ventricles? Exactly in the same time, ventricles are contracted to push out the blood, yes? Okay. So what will control when the atria or ventricles will relax or constrict? What will control it? How the heart chambers will work?
The nerves.
Nerves.
No, not nerves.
Nerves.
You told me last time.
Conducting system.
Yes, correct.
Conducting system, it is a system which is controlling heart chamber coordination. It means that when atria and ventricles know what's their function, when they need to relax or when they need to constrict. So what is this? When atria relax, ventricles constrict. Cycle changed, atria constrict, ventricles relax. What will control it? You know that, do you remember division of the muscular system? What type of muscles do we have? Skeletal, cardiac, and smooth. So why heart muscle is separately? Why it's like having its own, to say like that, definition separately, its own group?
Because it has its own system.
Which system?
Conducting system.
But what is a conducting system?
It's a system that
That's
It's
the
what activates the muscles.
activates muscles in the heart.
Activates the muscle. It's
Coordination.
what type of
Coordination
tissue
of-
it is? Because we know that,
Tissue.
I hope so you know that anything which is happening in our body or which the structures know, when the structures know what they need to do, it is happening by the nervous system. Heart, it doesn't need the nervous system to know about what heart chambers needs to be, what will be the heart chamber function. Then what will be? What will be the one which will generate the information, which will send information to the muscles of the heart chambers? Conducting system, which will be spreading information through the muscles of the heart chambers, through the myocardium. Now what I'm saying, every other muscles or every other tissue needs what? Nerves, which will carry information to them, what they need to do. But heart chambers, they don't need nerves to know heart chambers, I am saying, when they need to relax or constrict, they don't need the nerves to know what their function is.
Mm.
Only autonomic nerves. Do you remember why I asked you the heart is autonomic?
Yes, autonomic and neural.
Only autonomic nerves, which are divided into two,
Parasympathetic
sympathetic
and parasympathetic.
and parasympathetic. What they will do, you know? Sympathetic will,
Arise and decrease.
sympathetic will just indicate to the heart to increase the speed of the heartbeat. Parasympathetic will indicate just to decrease the speed of the heartbeat because it's a fight and flight condition, it is rest. Then what controls the myocardium of the heart itself? Myocardium of the heart, it is controlled, let me remove now, by the special cells, myocardial cells, which are called, maybe you already have heard, but till now maybe you hear there's a name of device, pacemaker.
Yeah.
Mm.
What are they? Pacemakers
What is
are
that?
muscles, see, muscles, which presents in the upper part of the right atrium. So this is not a nervous tissue, it's not a neuron, no glial cell, nothing. It's a muscular cell which presents in the upper part of the myocardium of the right atrium, which can generate information. Okay, this one can generate information, pacemakers. And the region where the pacemakers are located, it is called SA node, sinoatrial node. In physio, you already should have studied this one. Was waiting for physio, and then about anatomical structures. You haven't studied yet?
We did last
Yeah.
Last semester.
What?
Then what you were studying in this semester?
I don't know.
Yeah? Why, you have not attended till yet?
I did, but only oral, so no practice.
Right. Let's leave this.
There's no-
Now. Listen to me. So pacemakers, they are muscle cells which presents in the upper portion of the myocardium of, this is what, right atrium. So region where you have pacemakers, not to say like the upper portion of the right atrium, we are saying SA node, sinoatrial node. This is a region where the pacemakers are located, responsible for the generation of information. Now we need to send or spread this information to the myocardium of the right and myocardium of the left atrium. So the cells, myocardial cells, which present in the atrias, they are the one which will send this information. Till now what you knew, there was only nerves which can transport information, yes? But in heart, there is a muscle, myocardium cells, which can spread this information through the walls of the atrias. What happens next? So only atrias know what to need to do in this case, yes? So the information needs to somehow reach to the ventricles. When these signals or this information will cover whole atrias, like whole body, whole, to say like that, walls of the atrias, then there will be another region which will be responsible to receive this information from SA node, which will be called AV node. AV node, atrioventricular node. This is also in the myocardium. I'm explaining everything. It's happening through the myocardium. There is no nerves inside. So AV node, it is located into the lower part of the right atrium. So this is second region which receives information from SA node. Now, from AV node, next step will be to carry information to, what is this part? Intraventricular septum, which is the structure which presents between two ventricles. And now see, information from AV node goes to AV bundle, atrioventricular bundle, which presents into the upper portion of the intraventricular septum. And the last step will be through the myocardium of the ventricles. You see, there will be the muscle cells, which will be called Purkinje fibers,
Yeah,
which will take this information to the walls of the ventricles, and finally ventricles will receive information what their function it is in this particular case, constrict or relax. So what we have explained now, all this interconnection of the myocardial cells and how the information travels from SA node, including the Purkinje fibers, this is called conducting system, okay, conducting system, which is function what? To coordinate work of the heart chambers. Now what about the sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves? What their function is? Sympathetic nerve, which will be thoracic splanchnic nerve, will be interconnected to the SA node, and just will tell SA node you need to increase the speed of the heartbeat, okay? Nothing else. And parasympathetic, which will be by the vagus nerve will indicate SA node to decrease the heart beats, okay? Do not change the rhythm, means do not change when the atria are relaxed, ventricles should be constricted, and vice versa. So, conducting system, it is a system of the myocardial cells which can generate the information, which can spread the information through the myocardium to control heart chamber coordination. You are sleeping over.
So can you do quick recap?
Quick recap of
10 seconds.
pacemakers are specialized muscle cells which can generate information. So I will say it's the brain of the heart. Okay, but don't say it's a brain of heart. Okay, so brain I'm saying why, because in the nervous system what is controlling everything and what generates is the brain.
Yeah.
Okay, so pacemakers are specialized muscle cells which generate information, which are located in SA, means sinoatrial node, which is a region in the upper part of right atrium. From SA node, information from SA node will be sent to the myocardium of atrias. Okay, so it means the atrias are receiving quicker information than the ventricles, of course, yes. So now see, as soon as the whole myocardium of the atrias will be covered by information, next step will be to carry this information to the atrioventricular node, which is located into the lower part of right atrium. Next, from atrioventricular node, next will be to carry information to atrioventricular bundle, or bundle of His it is called, which presents in the intraventricular septum. From AV bundle, Purkinje fibers, which are muscle cells, will carry information towards the walls of the ventricles. And finally, information will reach towards the ventricles. Okay? And they will coordinate the work of the heart chambers. This was about the conducting system.
Okay.
About the external carotid artery, which is remaining, guys, which I have not explained in the lecture, let's quickly make the review what you should know. Oh, shortly, I don't know how we will make the review, but let's try. So you have 1 week, not 1 day or half day or day before, it's like that, to study external carotid artery. So we have explained which one? Facial, we have explained maxillary, and we have explained lingual. What is remaining? Remaining the superior thyroid. Okay? What it supplies? Supplies larynx. See? There will be in the slides given many small details, but if you remember and if you know what the larynx structures are, okay, till now we have not studied, okay? So remember that superior thyroid supplies larynx, supplies thyroid gland. I want to show you thyroid gland, because like how they are located next to each other. Okay. Here is the thyroid gland located in the neck, guys. We are studying what will supply the neck. In the neck we have thyroid gland, we have the larynx, So they are supplied by branches of superior thyroid. Superior thyroid also supplies one of the strongest muscle in the neck, which is called sternocleidomastoid muscle. This one. About superior thyroid, you need only this. Next. Next will be occipital artery, which is a branch of external carotid. You see, this is external carotid. Occipital artery, it supplies soft tissues which are covering itself the occipital bone. Next, it gives meningeal branch which will enter into the skull from the mastoid foramen and then supplies the meninges of the brain. Then supplies inside the mastoidal process, we have mastoidal cells, air spaces, which is covered by the mucosa from inside. So it will supply mastoidal cells. Occipital artery, here we should have ear. Occipital artery gives auricular branch to supply ear. And muscles are not there, so occipital artery also gives the branch which is called sternocleidomastoid branch to supply sternocleidomastoid muscle. Occipital artery. Next. For the next week you have too much to do. Posterior auricular. Here we have ear, okay? Posterior auricular gives contouring branches and perforating. Both of them supply external ear. And last branch, which is superficial temporal. Superficial temporal gives frontal branch to supply soft tissues which covers the frontal bone. Temporal branch is itself to supply the soft tissues which covers temporal bone. Parietal branch to supply soft tissues of parietal bone. And it gives anterior auricular to supply the ear. Superficial temporal gives zygomaticofacial to supply soft tissues covering the zygomatic bone. This is like what you should know about from the rest of the arteries. About the facial, about maxillary and lingual, I told you during the lecture. So next week, my dear students, presentation is already uploaded, but you are not studying only presentations, but I know that you are studying only. I hope so you even have the recordings, because the words or verbal things to explain, you should know.
Like the brain of the dog.
So next week you are studying external and internal carotid artery, vertebral artery, how they are forming circle of Willis, external carotid artery, maxillary, facial and lingual details. About the rest of them, what I have explained now, only this much will be enough, okay? When we will study other systems, then once again I will come back and I will say, superior thyroid, you see we are studying larynx. Larynx says this part of the larynx supplied by this artery and so on, okay? So, about internal carotid artery, I said about the segments in the lecture, which also you should know. You should know the branches of it, what? Intracranial branches. What about the vertebral artery? I also have explained during the lecture. You should know where it is passing, how it enters the skull, and how it forms circle of Willis. It was 2 minutes to explain like what you need to study, but please, next week you should study this material. When you come back next week, we will start, and once again we will describe with you, not only me, okay? We will describe the location of vessels, skull bone, how their location, like pathways will be, and so on and so on, interconnection. Now you are free, you can go to the bank.
Thank you so much.
Next week.
But after 2 weeks we will have quiz, guys. Sorry?
So no oral next week.
There is no oral, but it doesn't mean you should not study. Yeah?
Doctor, quiz, how many marks? 2?
Two, as always. So.
Or 3?
Hmm?
3.
When it was 3, for me now 3. There's only 2 quiz.
For third semester.
Huh?
Third semester.
It doesn't matter how many semesters you will study.
Okay, thank you so much.